我想在跑车里，想要一辆法拉利，想要钱人民币，一切都得靠
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Eric, and welcome to the very first episode of the China Rap Network, the English language channel covering Chinese rap music. Wanted to start this channel as most of the coverage I see today on Chinese rap is only in the Chinese language. You're restricting a lot of the potential for coverage, and wanted to show off some of the great rappers that China has today. Thanks, and hope you guys enjoy. This is CRN. So, for the first episode today, I'll be discussing some of my personal background with Chinese rap music, a bit more info on why I believe people should be paying attention to these artists, and lastly, some of my original favorite Chinese rap artists. Alright, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it. So now a bit of my personal history with Chinese rap music. I was first exposed to Chinese rap in Chinese class in college, actually, through a meme that's called Neo Freestyle Ma, seen here. This meme was pretty interesting and came from the very first season of a TV show called The Rap of China. Now, if I had to sort of categorize the Rap of China, I would call it a mix between American Idol and The Voice, from what my understanding of The Voice is. So you have all these participants to begin with that will try out in a sort of huge arena, performing briefly for all of the main judges. From there, there's a few different elimination rounds, and they eventually join the teams of these celebrity judges and producers, as they're called. Now, in the very first season of The Rap of China, otherwise known as 中国有嘻哈, the producers were Will Pan, and he is a Taiwanese-American hip-hop/pop artist. Then there was Chris Wu. He is a Canadian-Chinese sort of hip-hop or K-pop artist. He began doing K-pop and then later transitioned into doing hip-hop and actually has some pretty well-known songs, one of them with Travis Scott called Deserve. And then the last two producers, which were on one team, was MC Hot Dog, great name, I know, and then Zhang Zhenyue. Now, these are a bit of OGs in the Chinese rap culture. I think they came up in the 90s into the 2000s, and were, of course, respected enough to be brought onto the show as producers. This TV show was among one of the most dramatic shows I ever watched, with eliminations, surprise revivals of artists, and it was really just incredibly interesting.
Put your hands up, 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 one time, hey, hey, hey. 你好毒，你好毒，你好毒，毒毒毒毒。哎，你越说越离谱，不敢把不在乎。你好毒，你好毒，你好毒毒毒毒毒。你别我套路，我早已看清楚。你好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，我不清楚。你好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒，好毒。我根本不在乎，我根本不在乎。他们对我头上印象中了毒，我大摇大摆出现 like Chris Wu。你不够级别，千万别挡我的路。让那些孩子都想像我这么酷，我不在乎攻击后再用对，我抢你好几倍。要不就像库里，打爆我的目的，想要就别嫌贵。我每 every day， 抢走你的妹。做钞票做不太高，标准。 逆着我的胃。你的对真的有毒，真的能全部认输，怎么能怎么能呼，怎么能什么成出，真的能绝对把别人给 no， 他们都只能认输，让你知道哥们在这里到底是有着什么的路。真的腐女，他们的不羁让你知道脾气哦，他们都知道我的每天都是 small， 就是在给你表现，一直让他很讨厌，让你回家吃炒面，哥们一直这么他妈老练。
意外真厉害，神秘，他们出生落地大有神秘，天天怕的胜利。So crazy， 看到我你别发慌，人生路漫漫，怎么才被抓？Look at me， 全心准备，相信我你就想会。我不懂的对不对？对，我不懂看不懂摸不懂生不懂东北的203。你看你，叫我的身旁平凡。挥死无情的出击，让他们现在都跑了我。Let's down like a move， 头你妈让他们天天都未能的突破。现在我会变得出色，天天说出国，他们都知道。现在我天天都会变得多。Like a gun PB，I just wanna party在的迈步。你知道在这里，他们都活在被单的埋。不能为他们靠了，看起我向我靠近，想看我做臭的，换在校园，每次都会知道的要命。
你好，你唔知我係邊個搞自己，究竟搞邊科，通街都係 rapper， 根本就太兒戲。無論講實力定係經歷，我兩樣都有齊晒。我咩特別嘅方程式，目的就係大叫大炸。Know the flow legendary, if it's English, then I guarantee I do my thing。但是如果只在用英文，對我沒有的讓他信。你好度 ，Yeah you， 為什麼真的不知道 ？Just say no, just say no， 不喜歡你的 style。你好度。How do?
Just coming back after the fact for a quick side note, that team performance right there was one of my favorite of all time. Fucking slaps. Even though they forgot their lines, several of them, but still crazy performance. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. It really made rap music blow up in China and sort of took both the genre and these artists themselves and threw them into superstardom, I would say. And you know, where previously they were making a couple $100 for a performance, they were going to making, you know, thousands of dollars, if not more, for each performance. Chinese rap music has changed a lot since that summer of 2017, the beginning of Chinese rap music. And the Rap of China, the TV show, is still going on. It's about to hit season 4 this fall, which is very exciting. And there are actually a few additional Chinese rap TV shows coming out, some that are currently recording. However, I just wanted to bring up a small incident that occurred towards the beginning of 2018 when the Chinese Communist Party cracked down on Chinese rap music, you know, claiming that they were glorifying sex and drugs and so on, which, you know, probably is not a false claim, as people familiar with rap music would know. So there was a bit of a lull in creativity and the music and quality that was being produced, I would say, in the year of 2018. But now the Chinese Communist Party seems to have bigger things and better things to focus on, and a bit of that creativity, a bit of that freedom of speech, so to speak, seems to be coming back. I know when people think of Chinese rap music, they think of these narc rappers that you've probably seen on CNN or one of the main news channels out in the US, where they were, you know, rapping, defending the Chinese Communist Party or rapping about some other lame topic. But I think it's important to say that those are obviously not the only artists out there, and those are the real sellouts to the Communist Party. There's a lot more creativity and more interesting artists out there.
Regardless of all the prejudice in the past, today I want to restore the impression you have of my country, China, which have been exactly fabricated by media for such a long time.
There are a lot of different styles out there today. Some of them, have heavily gotten their influences from U.S. rap artists, which you can really tell almost immediately upon listening to their music. However, others have sort of from there, they may start out imitating other styles, but then they begin to adapt and develop their own personal style, as a lot of artists today do. So I just think that it'd be super interesting for more people to learn about these artists, even the ones that are rapping completely in Chinese, but the ones that can sort of blend the English language and Chinese perfectly in their rap music. That's super difficult and incredibly cool to see. My plan here, my idea here is to give you guys some glimpses at some of my favorite artists, and they kind of go across all of these different styles and really have a pretty wide variety of ability and styles. So I really hope that you guys can check this out and enjoy some of these great artists. And maybe I'll throw in some of the bad uses of Chinglish here and there as well. Now I just wanted to briefly introduce you guys to some of my favorite artists coming out of that first season of the Rap of China, who kind of established themselves as the new OGs of the resurgence of Chinese rap music. So now I'm going to discuss some of my favorite Chinese rap artists coming out of season 1 of the Rap of China. And just a very brief list includes Vava, Guy, Bridge, Johnny J, and some honorable mentions include PG1, Brent B, and TY. Of course, you may know of artists like the Higher Brothers that are under the 88 Rising label, but since they're already very well known in the US, I won't go in too much on them, at least initially, though they do have some interesting beefs that I will definitely be discussing at a later date. Okay, people, hope you enjoyed the very first episode of China Rap Network. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. What can I do better? What can I do worse? If I can do anything worse, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below.
人生的长河，我把酒当歌，血里流淌着长江和黄河。人生的长河。